Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Willing Steps by yours truly, Steph Williams, where the goal of my channel is to offer you motivation and inspiration to incite you to try something new, try something different, or try something all over again. Every week, I do my best to offer you nuggets of inspiration, nuggets of knowledge, nuggets of wisdom. This week, what I wanted to talk about was mediocrity, mediocre. And I want to specifically drill in on areas within our personal lives that we are giving a mediocre performance in. First, let me define mediocre. Mediocre means of moderate or low quality. Other words for mediocrity include average, ordinary, uninspired, forgettable, lackluster, pedestrian, or unexceptional. So this week, what I'd like to start talking about is focusing on 1 to 2 areas within your life, your personal life, that you recognize that you're giving a mediocre performance in. And you'll have to decide what that area is. I'll talk later about what mine was. This work to identify those mediocre areas is going to require you to do some self-reflection, self-evaluation, and you're going to have to be completely honest with yourself, right? You're going to bring the complete honesty here in the picture. Once you identify that area of mediocrity in your life that you've approached in this mediocre way, then you can hold yourself accountable to you. Now, you can decide I can change it now, or it can be next year's New Year's resolution. If you decide I will change it now, you are getting back on track or getting on a new track to change that area of mediocrity in your life. If you decide to wait until next year, you're procrastinating. You are willing to allow yourself to accept average and ordinary from yourself. And is that fair to you? Is that fair to those around you? I'm going to share a true story with you. Last year, sometime, I came up with 3 specific goals for myself. And about halfway through the year, I realized that I was not doing enough. I was giving a mediocre performance, a mediocre drive towards those goals I had set for myself to reach this year. So guess what I did? I got going. I got focused. I started putting in the work towards my goals. I can look myself in the mirror and say, I am changing my approach to the area in my life that is mediocre. I'm changing it to extraordinary. I told myself, guess what, Steph? You still got 2 quarters of the year left. You can make it happen. Here's an analogy. I'm a huge basketball fan, really big basketball fan. In basketball, there are 4 quarters. Though all 4 quarters are important, the 3rd and 4th quarters of any game are crucial to a win or a loss. The 3rd and 4th quarters are when the greatest players bring their best game. In corporations, business executives, business leaders, managers, supervisors, they also have a keen awareness of the importance of the 3rd and 4th quarter of the year. It is important to their year-end performance. Leaders focus on a product, a metric, or a goal that requires the most attention, the most intentional attention, and then you'll get reminded of it constantly because they know that this particular goal, this particular product, this particular metric requires some serious attention, and it has to hit the home run, right? So why can't we too use this approach in our personal lives? Why can't we say the 3rd and 4th quarter of the year, for example, this is still my time. I can make it happen. We can decide to go harder in the 3rd and 4th quarter of the year. Give it all you got. Whatever that area you identify, right, that you are approaching with mediocrity, you can choose to change it now. You can choose to start today. You deserve to be the best you that you can be. You were made to be extraordinary, not mediocre. You just have to be willing to take the steps necessary to get to the next level of greatness. I thank you. I thank you so much for joining me for this week's session of Willing Steps. And I hope that you like this. Please give me a thumbs up. Also, feel free to subscribe and share if you'd like. Thank you again for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. And Willing Steps, hey, just be willing to keep stepping forward. Have a great week on purpose.